Welcome to Bob Folkrod's Hunting Adventure. This week we're going south of the border, down in Mexico for two different species. One being the whitetail, and you have to be past the second checkpoint before it can count as the Mexico whitetail, and for the desert mule deer. A couple weeks ago you seen me take the Rocky Mountain mule deer. Well, we're going into Mexico for the desert mule deer. Two great hunts coming right up. Don't go away, folks.
Victor Chevrolet, Bass Pro Shops, and Alamocitos Ranch present Bob Folkrod's Hunting Adventures. Seven continents, 80 species, a 5-year quest in the making. High adventure, dangerous game, real-world training tips. This is Bob Folkrod's Hunting Adventures.
The white-tailed deer is one of the world's most abundant and widely distributed game animals. It's found from the Canadian provinces all the way into South America, with well over 30 subspecies. Whitetails thrive in terrain varying from lowland swamps to 10,000-foot mountains, and also on scrubland so dry that it supports only cactus and mesquite. One of the strains, known as the Mexican whitetail, has a special appeal for redhead pro hunter Bob Folkrod, out to collect trophies from some 50 of the world's most challenging species in his obsession quest, an around-the-world hunting odyssey. There are actually 14 subspecies of whitetails in Mexico and Central America. In general, all the Mexican strains are smaller in structure and body weight than deer found farther north. They also wear a coat that's lighter in color. But a mature Mexican whitetail sports an impressive rack, as Bob soon learns. He's joined Verdigris Valley Outfitters on a big ranch in Nuevo Leon, not far south of the U.S. border in northeastern Mexico. Bob's stand overlooks a small lake, and the water is sure to act as a deer magnet in this dry country.
Well, there's a big lake here, there's a feeder, and you're gonna spend a very nice afternoon here in this blind.
Good deal. Thank you.
Good luck.
All right, see ya.
It's not long before the game starts to show.
Sitting around here in a place like this, you could see anything. Javelinas, hogs, bobcats. Jeez. There's a quail right there. I think it's a quail, yeah. Gosh sakes, this stuff is thick. Something spooked them old blackbirds right there. There's a buck right there coming. Oh, he's just staying right there in the brush. Oh, he looks good on one side, I think. I don't know. Looks pretty good. Oh, geez, there he goes. There he goes. It's a good one.
Bob has made a rare mistake. He allowed his rifle barrel to contact the stand. That's all it took to put this buck on the move. Last chance, Bob. A few more steps and that deer is gone.
Oh, man, can you believe that? I mean, right there. Oh, I can't believe I did that right there. Jeez. That's a super buck. Down here in Mexico, I mean, what a beautiful sight we was into. Thinking, gosh sakes, it's got to happen anytime. That sun's just starting to set. And here he come out of nowhere, coming up through that brush, and he froze, he stayed there for the longest time. And I thought it was a pretty good buck. And trying to get around, and that barrel hit the end of that, and there he went. He made a mistake, though. He stopped. He gave me one more good look at him, saying that's a shooter. And he stopped one more good time, turned around there. I had the safety on, I was squeezing, safeties, I pushed the safety off, bam! I got him. He went down right there.
Deer numbers in some parts of Mexico are very low due to subsistence hunting and poor habitat. But the protection provided on the big ranches here produces deer numbers and rack sizes the equivalent of the best ranches in the famed South Texas brush country.
There he is. Just a little bit further than I thought he was. But are you down? Ah, yeah, you're down. I know that. Look at that. I'll tell you what, absolutely gorgeous Mexico deer. And it was a beautiful place to hunt tonight. I tell you what, a few mistakes made, but we got through them. Rifle barrel hit the top of the stand, and man, that blew him off. He took off from there. And when he came up there sideways, I know you're saying shoot, because I was saying shoot. I kept squeezing the trigger, and it wouldn't go off. Reached up, put that safety off just as he started to go. He didn't make it. You don't give me that second chance. In that case, that was a third chance. Look at that. Isn't that a beautiful buck right there? Nice, solid 8-point. Yeah, he broke his brow time, but I'm still calling him an 8. Gorgeous. Down here in Mexico at the end of December. Fantastic.
As with all whitetail strains, the combination of a balanced herd kept well within the carrying capacity of the land through selective harvest allows bucks to fully mature into trophies like this. And the excitement is not over. Bob has a permit for a second buck, and he hopes to collect that one tomorrow.
Bob Folkrod's Hunting Adventures is brought to you by these fine sponsors: Vortex, Best of the West Rifles, Huskama Long Range Optics, Kinatrek, Kufaru, and LJ Blessings Ranch.
The new Victor Chevrolet building is now open. Visit us at 7200 Pittsford Victor Road, Route 96 near Eastview Mall, or victorchevrolet.com.
Although Bob completed his obsession quest taking over 80 animals with a rifle, his first love has always been bow hunting. He's teamed up with longtime friend and archery coach Mike Price to help make you a better bow shot. This week's archery lesson is brought to you by Heritage Archery Academy and these great archery sponsors: Easton, Hoyt, Limb Saver, Gateway Feathers, and Tactical Hearing.
Or you just got to relax the back of your hand. You got to let the hand stretch to shoot that back tension. See, now that third finger's way in front of that crease.
Yep.
And your hand stretched out and it didn't, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So as you're moving back, what's going to happen is you're going to be looking through the top of your peep and some of your shots are going to go high.
Yeah.
As you can move back and forth.
So there you have it, folks. Whether you're getting ready for Vegas or whether you're getting ready for your next hunt or you're just a beginner just wanting to start out right and getting the right coaching, give Mike Price a try. You won't be sorry.
And we can help you, you know, high-end tournament. Real proud to have my son Lewis shooting on the pro ranks and doing real well with all the shooters from across the world, not just across the nation. And we can take you to that next level. And the reason the video works so well, because you can take snapshots, I can try to remember what you look like when you shot, but it's not just looking at your geometry, it's looking at your reaction. It's looking at him dynamically as his hands started to come off his face. All that stuff changes your impact point. You want to be stoic and you want to set. So video from 5 or 6 angles like we're doing, we can catch everything all at one time and we really can help you. This is a system I still haven't perfected, but we've been using it since, I guess, 2005 when I built the first system. But this system can take you to be the best hunter you want to be or the best tournament archer you can be. We can really help you in this.
If you come in for a lesson or just get in front of the machine to see what you're doing wrong, just remember, we can only correct one problem at a time. So it may take you 2 or 3 times to you know, get it perfected, but take an old dog like me, it takes sometimes a lot of the hard lessons in watching the video. The video, I can't deny the video. The video tells me exactly what he's talking about that I'm doing wrong. My hand came off my face. And for me, It's one shot at a trophy animal, you know? And you guys work hard for that, you know, that one shot, no matter what it is, whether it's your first time doe or your biggest buck in a lifetime. This system can definitely help you get ready for that fall shot. Well, there you go, folks. I don't care whether you're a world-class archer like Lewis Price getting ready for Vegas, or whether you're an old pro like myself, hunter, getting ready for my next hunt, or a novice, or somebody that's just first-time shooter. Stop in, see Mike and Louie Price, because I guarantee you they can help you no matter what level you are. And while you're at it, tell them Bfha Show sent you.
Bfha Show is in Mexico's Nuevo Leon province, hoping for a second trophy specimen of the Mexican whitetail. There's plenty to keep Bob entertained as he waits for El Grande. Bob's rifle is a Browning A-bolt in .300 Magnum, shooting Winchester Nosler 150 grain ballistic tips. His camouflage is from Browning, his optics from Swarovski.
Oh boy, they're after it. Yeah, that little buck. I'll try my stick out here. Make sure it's gonna work. Maybe it's too close. I turn the scope down. You know, I lost my shooting stick on the airlines, you know, so I went and cut this stick right here. And what that does is that allows that rifle to sit right up there on top.
As Bob tests his makeshift shooting stick, he suddenly finds himself out of position for a quickly vanishing opportunity.
Got a doe. Looking right at us. Buck. Nice buck. Right there. Stop. That's a good shot. He ain't going no place, that deer. I busted him up big time. Whew. I'll tell you what, caught us by surprise just staying there doing a tip on my little shooting stick. And there comes a doe off to the side. First one we seen on this side. What's he do? I turn around. I don't want to tell you, that was a big buck for this area. I mean, he's high. I don't know if it's 8 or 10. All I seen was rack. He's high and everything. He turned around, he stopped right there. He goes, bam! They're hurting bad. I bet he don't go 50 yards. I'm gonna go look at him. I'll find the blood. I know he didn't go 50 yards. I can't believe he didn't even go down. Should be right here someplace, right there. Right there it is, look at that. Oh man, did I pole-axed him. Look at that, right there. Going right through here. Look at that. I can't believe that he didn't go down right there. Look. There he is right there. Mexico whitetail in December. And that's quick judging him right there, and I'm not disappointed. We had to make a quick judgment when he came across chasing that doe, but look at that. Look at the tine length on that. Down here, Mexico in December, in the middle of the rut, I'll tell you what. And this is the Mexico species whitetail. This is a different species whitetail than up north. It's part of my obsession quest, and you can follow me along with it. I'll tell you what, that is a pretty buck, and I'm surprised he even made it out of the, as far as he did. Yes, right in the middle of the rut. Look how long them tines are. That is right there a gorgeous buck. Happy with that one. Don't get much better than that.
Bob's quest has ended the reign of this old monarch, but there are lots more where this one came from, south of the border.
Transportation for all of Bob Folkrod's hunting adventures is provided by Victor Chevrolet. Check them out at victorchevrolet.com.
I'm fortunate enough to, where I live, gives me a place like this in the endless mountains to get ready for a sheep hunt or any hunt. I've got this walk I've done for years. Basically, I go out the end of the driveway, go down to the four corners, hang a left, go down, hit the pipeline, up over the pipeline, back down, hit the T in the road, and come back 4 miles, you know. So takes me, you know, hour something to do that. And that one part is pretty steep. It's a real good workout. Got a new pack here from Kufru. What I do is I start out with 10 or 20 pounds into it, gets the straps working, gets it adjusted good. The days I don't walk, like I walk Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and then I ride the bike twice a day and I take the weekends off, you know, unless it rains, and then I might do a walk Saturday or Sunday or something like that, but always give your body a chance to rest. At the same time, when you're walking, you heard me say it, it's easy to get the body in shape. You're trying to get your mind in shape. You're trying to think about what your job is on the particular hunt. You know, for instance, when you might be, in this particular case, I'm getting ready for an Alberta sheep hunt in September. Well, my mind automatically goes in. We spot some sheep, you know, he's doing his job as an outfitter. He's trying to judge them, see if they're old enough. I'm trying to look and see, okay, about the wind, you know. Right now the wind's hitting me in the face. One thing, I walk outside, ask the grandkid, which way is the wind blowing? I don't know, Grandpa, which way? You tell me, you know. So always see which way the wind blowing. Then you're, at the same time, you're trying to judge the wind, which we'll do a little wind thing later. But you know, right now I got the wind hitting me in the face. You can see the flags are blowing down there. So that's one thing, the flags tell me something. But then I look at the top of the trees and I look at the grass and I say, okay, I've got a 3.5 to 4 mile an hour wind right now, which at 100, 200 yards don't make any difference. 300, when you start stretching that barrel to 400, 500, 600 yards, it makes a little difference, you know. So that's the kind of things that you're thinking about when you're walking, you know. And it's nothing that refreshes you any better than going for a good walk, hollering to your dog every once in a while to see where he went to. But you know, anyway, I'm gonna go on my 4 mile walk. And that, my folks, is the tip of the day.
The desert mule deer is one of 2 strains of muleys in North America. The other is the more widely distributed Rocky Mountain mule deer. Desert mule deer are found only in Southern California, New Mexico, Arizona, and West Texas, as well as in Northern Mexico, where the Outdoor World crew taped these beauties. The desert strain is noted for its ability to find water, sometimes digging out a hidden spring 2 feet below the surface. Desert muleys make use of the sparse foods of the desert, including cactus, and the young are born later in the spring than Rocky Mountain mule deer, allowing the fawns to take advantage of the brief rainy season growth. They present a unique trophy and a unique habitat. It's a challenge redhead pro hunter Bob Folkrod can't resist. Bob has traveled to Rancho Grande Hunting Lodge in Mexico's Sonora province for a try at a trophy desert muley. The ranch, sprawling over some 48,000 acres of high desert, is due south of Tucson, Arizona, and about 60 miles north of Hermosillo.
Guess we'll go find out whether this survived the airplane or not.
Before any hunt, especially after several airplane rides, Bob always makes sure his rifle is tuned and shooting straight.
Yep. How far is the other one?
385 meters. This 415 yards.
415 yards, huh?
Yeah, that's the turkey. Got him.
Now it's off to the lodge for a little dinner and a chance to get set for tomorrow's hunt.
Good day. Gosh sakes, what a gorgeous place.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Welcome to Rancho Grande Hunting Lodge.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
This is the place, Bob. We're gonna be staying and having the hunt tomorrow morning.
Bob soon discovers ranch owner Jesus Fimbres has built a world-class hunting operation on this dry land.
I'm gonna show the flour tortillas. It's based on water. Flour and water. That's it.
Now there's a real tortilla. Anybody for a 5-pound enchilada?
You're gonna like it, for sure.
Okay. Look at that right there.
Bob's gear includes Redhead XPS Power Dry Thermals, Redhead Silent Hide Camo in Mossy Oak, a Browning A-Bolt 300 Winchester Short Mag, Winchester Nosler 150 grain ballistic tip bullets.
Because the hunt is a spot and stalk operation, the hunters get underway fairly late by U.S. standards.
How you doing today?
Good. Ready to go?
Oh, absolutely. Excited.
Exciting. It's gonna be a good day.
Yeah. So how we hunting?
Well, we're gonna drive with our son and our backs
Yeah.
in this pasture. We're gonna try to spot the deer and then put the stock on them.
Okay.
It's a lot of rolling hills with nice grass and lots of cover for them.
The movable observation tower will make it possible for Bob and outfitter Nayo Balderrama to see bucks over the tall brush that veils much of the ranch land.
There's one right there. Yeah. Yeah. That's a nice buck right there,
It's a nice buck to get it.
This one is a nice buck, but not yet a shooter by Rancho Grande standards. Bob and Nayo agree to let him grow another year.
Not big enough though, huh?
Not big enough. We should wait and see if we can find a better one.
You know this is killing me, don't you?
There are so many quality bucks here, it's just a matter of time until big racks start popping out of the mesquite.
There's one right there.
Now this one looks even better. But again, Nayo says that they can find something even more impressive.
He's wide, isn't he?
Yeah, it is. 28, I'd say.
But he's not heavy, is he?
It's not heavy,
No.
but it's a nice thin pointer, you know.
We'll pass on him.
Yes, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, that's not as good as what we've been seeing. But that's a nice buck though.
Bob's starting to be a bit concerned that they may never find one that meets Nayo's standards.
He's thin horn, but he's nice and wide.
He's nice and wide.
I like the width.
But as always with trophy hunting, it's a matter of being persistent and patient. There's lots more ranch land ahead and lots more bucks to be located.
This segment has been brought to you by the Victor Chevrolet Deal of the Week. Check them out at victorchevrolet.com. Chevrolet.com. Find new roads.
Victor Chevrolet, same place I get my trucks from, and you should too. We're right up on top here, ain't we?
Yeah, I always have to shake these little bottles. Normally we see deer here.
Bob Folkrod has come to Rancho Grande in Sonora Province of Mexico to harvest a trophy desert mule deer.
A bunch of does down there.
Does there.
Yeah.
Maybe we go out and take a closer look at that. Maybe it's a good buck there in the lodge.
Yeah, they're moving.
Yeah, they're moving.
Okay.
Let's go and take a look.
Bob and his guide have seen plenty of deer, but locating the giant buck Bob is hoping for has proven to take a bit of time.
Oh yeah, there's a doe right there, eh? Oh wow.
That's a beautiful buck.
It doesn't take binoculars to see that this old boy is a shooter. But just to be sure, the hunters put the glasses on him. He's a beauty. Bob decides to take him.
Still got him?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm on him now.
The buck starts to amble off, a bit suspicious of the hunters, and Bob waits for a better shot. But the deer can't resist one final look back, and that's his undoing.
Good. You hit him. You hit him. He's going down.
He's behind them trees right there.
Yes, yeah, he never come out of there.
Oh man, I'll tell you what.
That's good. That works good.
You would have to do some talking to talk me out of that one.
Yeah.
I lost sight of him.
Right.
Right when he went behind that tree right there.
Yeah, I never come out of there.
I seen those does come out, but he didn't come out. Look here, some more.
No, you're being hard.
Yeah. Look at the horn sticking up.
Oh, he's all right.
Oh man, oh gosh, sake, look at that. Ooh. Oh boy, look at that. Oh my goodness sakes, he's gorgeous. Almost perfect on each side. Oh yes, he's down. We just unload that thing. Look at that buck. Isn't that gorgeous right there? My goodness sakes. Right there, folks, that's why we come to Mexico. You just don't get them like that. That is perfect. Almost perfect on each side, isn't it?
It is. It is perfect. And it's 28 inches wide, I think.
Well, you talked me out of them this morning. I can see why, but when you seen the one you wanted,
Yeah.
I'd had to argue with this one here. That is gorgeous. Folks, right there is why you come to Mexico. Absolutely gorgeous mule deer right there.
After your successful hunt of a lifetime, contact Wes Good at CanadiStudio.com for the finest taxidermy in the business. Be sure to follow Bob and all his adventures at bobfolkrod.com/TV and facebook.com/bfolkrod. And don't forget to hit the like button.